my husband and I have been married for 23 years, and we have some recurring patterns. And one of them was that I always felt that he wasn't as appreciative or grateful or valued me or kind of took me for granted in a
Mm,
way. And it was just a recurring conversation. And we would have longer stretches in between it coming up. And long ago, 20 years ago, he said to me, I don't think it's all about me. I think there's more there. And I couldn't hear it back then.
mm,
And I had all the proof because I have many friends. I don't have that issue with anyone else. I
mm,
have two grown daughters. I
mm,
don't have that with them. I don't
mm,
have it with my mother. I don't have it with my sister. I only had it with him.
mm,
And I was convinced that it was him. He's the only person I had that issue with. And slowly through your course, the soul care teachings, I began to notice, oh, that's interesting, and would pause and I would feel the knot. I would feel the trigger inside of myself. At a later time, I would go sit and I would just put my hand on my heart and listen. Tell me more, come closer. I want to hear everything you have to share with me. I'm ready to hear it. I want to know the message, the insight, and the lesson here because it just keeps repeating. And there's that saying, you either repeat or you evolve. And I was ready to be done with this repetition of this pattern. And all of a sudden, and it took many times, it wasn't just the first time, I received the insight that I was projecting my unhealed material from my father who abandoned me, who didn't
mm,
appreciate me, who didn't value me, onto my husband.
mm,
And I have to say, it was pretty shocking and humbling because I really thought I was right.
mm,
And I sat with that. I cried. Um, I had spent a lot of time with myself around that issue.
mm,
And then finally, I came to my husband and I shared it with him. And he listened very deeply and basically said, thank you for sharing, and accepted my apology. And then later, not in that moment, but later that day, he said to me, honey, is it possible that it could be both and that you could be projecting your unhealed material from your father who abandoned you, and that I have room to grow in the area of expressing my gratitude, my appreciation for all the ways you show up in our relationship.